So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce and welcome Dr. Fauci for his last run at the podium. It's all yours, Dr. Fauci.
Thank you very much, Kareem, for that really very, very kind introduction. It's really a great pleasure to be back here with you again, albeit, I believe, for the last time. We know it's safe. We know that it is effective. So my message, and my final message, maybe the final message I give you from this podium, is that please, for your own safety, for that of your family, get your updated COVID-19 shot as soon as you're eligible to protect yourself, your family, and your community.
As you reflect on the end of your time and decades in government service, did you imagine that this virus would still, as we are here today, be killing 200 to 300 people a day?
No, I did not imagine that. I don't think any of my colleagues imagined that we would see a 3-year saga of suffering and death and 1 million Americans losing their lives.
There was some dubious advice, some questionable medical advice coming out of non-doctors at this podium. How do you think that affected the progress of this pandemic?
Well, you remember, if you were around, that at this podium I contradicted those, which set off a whole series of things in my life. But the way you counter misinformation and disinformation is that to do whatever you can, as often as you can, to provide correct information. When I see people in this country, because of the divisiveness in our country, of not getting vaccinated for reasons that have nothing to do with public health, but have to do because of divisiveness and ideological differences, as a physician, it pains me because I don't want to see anybody get infected. I don't want to see anybody hospitalized, and I don't want to see anybody die from COVID. Whether you're a far-right Republican or a far-left Democrat, it doesn't make any difference to me. I look upon it the same way as I did in the emergency room in the middle of New York City when I was taking care of everybody that was coming in off the street. I'll let other people judge the value or not of my accomplishments, but what I would like people to remember about what I've done is that every day for all of those years, I've given it everything that I have, and I've never left anything on the field. So if they want to remember me, whether they judge rightly or wrongly what I've done, I gave it all I got for many decades.